I think it's time for us to finally have this conversation about RJ Barrett. Is he really the player that we think he's going to be? Let's find out. After 15 games this season, RJ is averaging 18 points a game, 3 assists, and 5 boards, but it's on 40% field goal, 25 from 3, and 74 from the free throw line. So by looking at these numbers, you could realize that yes, RJ will get you some buckets. He might have a 30-point game or a 25-point game there and there, but there will be a lot of 10 points game on 4 for 15. And it's hard when you're looking at this because you're like, hey, isn't he supposed to be the next star of the New York Knicks? It's tough because by putting RJ as the first option on the New York Knicks, it has to freeze everybody. And I've realized by watching the game that Tom Thibodeau is really high on RJ, which means RJ could miss about 5 to 6 shots in a row, commit 2 turnovers in the same quarter. He will stay on the court. Compared to if a guy like Obi Toppin misses a couple of shots, he's right there on the bench. I've realized that Tom is giving lots of patience to RJ, and I've seen that New York Knicks fans are really in love with RJ Barrett. And I get it. You know, he's young, he's a high pick. You would fall in love with him. But entering his 4th year, there's not that much consistency. And it's hard to get behind a player who's averaging 18 on those horrendous numbers. It's not that bad, but it's alarming when you are the first option for your team. So what should the Knicks do? Should they look to trade him? They had the opportunity to do this way into the offseason for Donovan Mitchell. They refused. So you refused to trade RJ for Donovan Mitchell. You decided to keep Quentin Grimes, who was the rookie last year, who had tremendous upside. You kept Obi, you kept Emmanuel quickly, so you keep all the young guys. Hell, you even signed into an extension, him and Mitchell Robinson. Now they had to produce. And from what I've seen 2 years ago until now, RJ is still the same player. The same amount of minutes. He's still being tasked to guard the toughest player on the other team. But I don't see the star potential in RJ. And this is what's alarming. And I really believe that Knicks fans don't see this. They look at RJ saying this is their next great player. But in fact, he's not. Or maybe he hasn't proved me that he is. So what should the Knicks do as of now? You got Quentin Grimes on the bench. You got Miles McBride that doesn't play because you got 3 other guards on top of him. You got Obi Toppin that should be a starter, but he can't take Julius Randle's place as of now. So what do you do? What do you do? As the Knicks, you have too many things to take care of, and RJ is the main one. RJ needs to get in the lab and to focus, to get some dribble moves, to be able to create his own shot of the dribble, like a mid-range, such as CJ McCollum or something. Because that driving to the paint to try to force his way and stay open trees won't work. The only reason why it worked with RJ is because he has the key to the offense. He can take as many shots as he wants, and it won't be a problem towards Tom Thibodeau. But it needs to stop. We need to have this conversation. They need to have this conversation in the front office about RJ Barrett. Or else, it will just be another Knicks player, another Knicks drafted player that will go down as being. I could say buzz because he's not that good as of now. They need to figure it out. Tell me what you think in the comment section, and let's have another video. We could chat about a bunch of NBA stuff. Like and subscribe. I just started this channel. Thank you for everything, man. Goodbye.